video. Happy New Year once again. So, quick one. Today we're talking about Chelsea Football Club in general, about all the whole wahala. Enzo Maresca leaving the club, people's point of view of what happened and what did not happen, and a lot more. So, since on the first of this year, we all know that a lot of things have been going on, and it has not been funny. And I won't lie, Enzo Maresca leaving Chelsea is not something that I expected at this time. But it is what it is. 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 At this point in time, we just need to accept it and move on. That's just one thing that is there. We just need to move on with the reality of the whole thing. So we just need to move on. So the way it is right now, Chelsea Football Club is looking for a new manager, and it is reported that they're in advanced talk on getting the Strasbourg coach. So the Strasbourg coach is a Chelsea coach also. Yes, I put it to you that way because the same people that owns Chelsea, the same people that owns Strasbourg, and just like they have planned this thing out earlier on. I will not really blame the owner for parting ways with Maresca. Maresca also have his own faults. Yes, I say that because there are so many reports, there are so many rumor. Okay, let me put it rumor, and let's not forget behind every rumor there must be a single truth. There is always an atom of truth behind all rumors. That's one thing we should not fail to understand. So now, Maresca has been secretly speaking to other clubs, the likes of Man City, Juventus, about coming to their club to take over. And this is something that is against the contract he signed. See, business is not emotion. Let's keep emotions apart. Yeah, we love him because for some reasons he has brought stability in the club. And Chelsea going back to start again from beginning is going to affect the club. That's one thing. As a Chelsea fan, I was expecting Maresca to have more time in the club. I was not expecting him to leave so soon. But it has happened. So now let's listen to here is what um Jamie Carragher said on Maresca leaving Chelsea. He said they lost a good day, that's Chelsea. How do you win the Club World Cup and in less than a year you are leaving the club? We don't know what happened behind the scene, but those at the top should have said, come, let's find a way to make this thing work. Now, this is the same thing everybody has been saying. Let's find a way to make this thing work. And if you watch of recent, most Chelsea's match press conference, they will record it before they will post it. But before they'll have to broadcast it live. But now it's no longer like that. For the throughout December, so just once that the press conference was broadcasted live. Other time they have to record it and post it, which is not supposed to be so. That is what I feel is this. They will record it for the owners to see the things that is going out and what not and things that is not going out because they don't want the media to to carry their name up and down. So now moving forward, he said you can't keep pressing you, you can't keep pressing reset and expect. Sorry, my light went up. So moving on, he said you can't keep pressing reset and expect progress. And let's be honest, who are they upgrading to? Another experiment, another payout. The circle just keep embarrassing themselves. For the first time, I'm trying to agree with this Jamie Carragher because you can't keep going back and front, back and front, and expect a good result. See, this is not where Chelsea is supposed to be now. Chelsea is supposed to be like, how do we make this thing work with this man? Because this man is our own. He has given us two trophies within a year. In less than 18 months at the club, he has given us Conference League and Club World Cup. See, forget anybody saying that Conference League, just Conference League. Conference League is not just, but this is a tournament that you play the same way you play Champions League. If it's easy, make that club go winner. So that's it. Another thing, let's also look at why is Liam not in Chelsea yet? Why have they not sealed the deal? Why is it not yet official? Now, I want you to understand why. Chelsea and Strasbourg have the same owner. So now they're trying to get a good coach for Strasbourg also before Strasbourg coach will come to Chelsea. That just it. They don't want to rush things. So they want to get a good replacement for him. So that is it. So the way it is now, Chelsea is set to announce the appointment of Rose. What's his man's name? Rosnoy. Liam Rosnoy in few days now. Chelsea, I believe after this weekend, like by Monday, we should be here. We should be there should be a news that Chelsea has officially appointed him. And for those saying that Fabregas is building a team. Fabregas is currently building a team in Como, so he can't just leave. There's another funny news, guys. There's another funny news. Chelsea, one way or the other, have been trying to revenge Liverpool on a real Ngumoha. You get. So now, you know what Chelsea did? They have gone to meet three Liverpool players who are at the age of 15 and 16. Now I'm trying to convince them that London is better than Merseyside. Now Liverpool now they they are trying Liverpool now have a job to do to make their player believe, to make this young talent believe that Merseyside is far easier to to play than London. That is a competition. I believe Chelsea is also trying to play a smart one on them also because of what they did to Chelsea in Real Ngumoha's case. So that's the gist. So another thing, yesterday's press conference, Chelsea versus Manchester City. It was this Manchester United 21 team coach that attended the press conference. He said he has a message to all Chelsea fans. A message says, "We need your support. The players need your support. Staff need your support." That's just it. With the fans, in as much as we are angry, are upset, because things did not go the way we want, this and that, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice than to accept and move forward. We need to just move forward, move on. It's not the first time that a manager we love is being sacked. Just like what was it, Tuchel. We expected more from the owner, but we all know Tuchel is a no nonsense coach. He cannot accept all this. That's why he has to go. The same thing Pochettino left. Pochettino did not really do well, but towards the end of the season, he did well, and he was trying to bring stability to the club before he left. So that is it. So McFarland also confirmed that the squad had a meeting with the sporting directors to explain what happened and what's the plan moving forward. He said, "We had a meeting on Friday morning with the sporting directors and the players just to explain the situation and introduce the staff and how the next couple of days might look and feel. It was really informal, nothing major, just an update, which most of them would have been aware already, but just to formalize and get familiar with everything at the moment." So that is it. At this point, we just need to move forward. That's just it. Just need to move forward. So now there's a journalist named Julian Lawrence. Now he said this is what he said on Rosnoy. He said he works at Strasbourg, a similar structure. you are a yes man. Do your job, your work, your work with what you are given. Okay, he said you work with what you are given. So that is it. They can't give you what you want. You work with what you are given. There is not such input from you on who or what position you had like to strengthen. Chelsea is Chelsea is so unique. Who in the world has five sporting directors? Who in this world? Which club has five? One, two, three, four, five. Five sporting directors. Who in this world has five sporting directors? Nobody. But my beloved Chelsea Football Club. And this is going to happen. And this sporting directors till still they still have contract like 2 years. How will Chelsea have five sporting directors? What are they doing? So now the sporting directors are the one doing the job of the coach. So that's it. Everybody is saying that. That's why you don't see any big coach, any big name coach coming to Chelsea, because Chelsea cannot give you what you want. Any coach, any manager coming to Chelsea must be a yes manager. The person must be a yes manager. The person must be ready to accept whatever he's being given. Whatever they give him, that's what he's going to work with, and it's not good. Now, also, see, there's another thing we need to understand, that by the time Pochettino left the club, as much as I think the owners wanted to fire Pochettino couldn't wait to get his coat and head for the exit. He had had enough working under this ownership. Like I said, Pochettino also complained of the same thing. But the issue I have with all these players, all these coaches, they saw this on their contracts before they signed. Now you've signed and it's not working out, you're complaining. So Chelsea currently is not a team that that will give you opportunity, that will give you player you want. You work with the player they give you. If they say go and sign one player in one country, that is who you will sign. And in fact, that's what they will sign and give you. You can't say I want this player they will give you. No, that is Chelsea for you. That's where we find ourselves. Unlike the days of Roman Abramovich, coach will say, I want this player, they will go for it. Yes, the owner has right to sign, just like the likes of Fernando Torres. Abramovich said, I want Torres. He signed it. Now, Mourinho said, I want Drogba. And the owner signed it for him. But Chelsea, this current Chelsea, coach will say, I want this person. They will be like, for what? This is who we are signing for you. Use it. But I still believe one thing, that if any coach that comes to Chelsea should prove, like, I don't know, because Maresca actually proved a point. Maresca actually proved a point. He proved that he can do the job, but it is obvious that the owners are not ready to give him a chance. Now, this is what um, Jason Jason Kundi said. He said Oliver Oliver Glasner is the one I would go for to replace Enzo Maresca. That's where I would go. He has proven himself to be an excellent manager. Chelsea are yet not going to go out and poach the best manager. For example, we are not going to get Pep, but I think when you look at what Glasner has done at Crystal Palace, where he has taken them, where they have been, these are coaches that have done well, but Oliver Glasner would never come to Chelsea. You know why? The same issue. Chelsea will not give him the liberty to explore. When I say liberty to explore, what I mean is what player, what you want to play. A coach might say, I want to play this, I want to play that. But the owner will tell you, you have to play this. You can't get this player, this and that. And this thing has been affecting Chelsea so much. I just pray that it will get better. Because at this point, that's the only thing we need to hope for it to get better. Yes, for it to get better, because At this point in time, now only Chelsea, now only God will help Chelsea. Then then yes, there's another good news. Makukwela trained on Friday. Yes, he did his training on Friday following his hamstring issue, but some of that was believed to be individual work. So it is unclear whether he'll be available to face Manchester City tomorrow. So the training he did yesterday was not part of the team. He did his individual work, and it is not yet certain. There is no report that Mark Cucurella will be playing against Manchester City tomorrow. And Chelsea playing Manchester City at home. It's going to be a great tough game. I don't know how it's going to be, but the boys just have to step up. The boys have to step up because this is a very challenging moment that we all need to support our team. We all need to support our team because if we don't support our team, who wants that for us? Nobody. We all need to support. We all need to support our team and give our best. So that is it. And at this point, I feel this Chelsea owner should also change their structure and reduce sporting director. Who on earth will have five sporting director in world of football? I don't understand. Who on earth will have five sporting director? So now, on that update on Kopama is described as good to go for Chelsea's trip to Manchester City. That's to see that he's fully fit. He's fully fit for the job. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Um, this one that Manchester City did not win their match against Sunderland, and they are going to play them at home at Anfield, at Etihad. It's going to be very very difficult. But the boys, but the boys, the boys, the boys people need to step up. Now, there's another report detailing Manchester City interest in Enzo Maresca to potentially succeed Pep Guardiola were partially informed by some Old Trafford chatter. Whether Manchester United intended to destabilize Chelsea is unclear. Hmm, allegedly. So now, this report, what this is saying that Manchester United is like these reports are of Maresca replacing Pep Guardiola were partially informed by Old Trafford chatter. So now I believe maybe they're just trying to use it to destabilize Chelsea. So now for now it is still unclear. And why would they even do that? Hey, this Chelsea new coach, Chelsea new coach. So a whole lot have been happening in our Chelsea Football Club. Hmm. There's another interesting one now. He said Chelsea fans are planning a protest against the owner and their wider club hierarchy, arguing they had failed to meet the standard. The protest proposal come one day after the departure of head coach Enzo Maresca. The protest has been planned by a fan group titled Not a Project Chelsea Football Club and is scheduled to take place before the Premier League fixture against Brentford at Stamford Bridge on January 17. Hmm. The fans, just like I said in my previous video, that the fans will still wake up and things will get out of hand if the owner did not take this. Now, Pedroneto said, I'm feeling pretty comfortable to face Manchester City. We are confident. We know the qualities we have. We know what we can do. We go there with the mentality to win. The message to Chelsea fan is to stay positive because we have to go to we have to go to we have to go to go. We have a lot to go. We have a lot to fight. We still have a lot to fight. So we have a long road to go and we need their help. And I promise the team and myself we give everything for them. Hmm. Pedro Neto, let's see how it goes. Now, this here is what Pedro Neto said on Enzo Maresca's departure. He said, "When I heard the news in the beginning, I was a little bit surprised because the manager did very good for us. He did an unbelievable season last year. He was doing a good season this year. For me, I had been a little bit sad because it was the manager that helped me a lot. He helped me a lot. I learned a lot with him. On personal terms, he was unbelievable as well." So the only thing I can say is thank you, Chelsea fans. And but can I ask a question? Do you think Neto improved under Maresca? Do you think Neto improved under Maresca? So let me know what you think. If he really improved, or did he improve, or he did not improve? A lot of Chelsea players have been sending their farewell. They are sending their messages, farewell messages to our own Gaffer. No, it is well. So now let's talk about Premier League Team of the Year, 2025 Premier League Fan Team of the Year. Reece James has been named in the 2025 Fan Team of the Year. Hmm. Do you think he will win it? Hmm? Do you think he's going to win it? Let me know if you think he's going to win it. So now here are the Premier League Fan Team of the Year. On goalkeeper, we have Raya of Arsenal. Then we have this is five the information of 5-3-2 formation. So we have Timber at the back, Gabriel Gabriel of Arsenal, Gui, James, and Munez. Now the midfield we have Rogers of Aston Villa, Rice of Arsenal, Fernandez of Manchester United. The up front we have Semenyo and Erling Haaland. So who do you think is going to win this? Who do you think is going to win this? Let me know what you think and who you think is going to win on the comment section. So that is that on Chelsea Football Club news this morning. By the end of today, by tomorrow morning, we'll bringing you another news. Just stay on the line and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more information. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And we'll still stay connected to the end. And let's see how it is going to unfold. Okay, before we go, now there's another thing I want us to see. Say people close to Maresca say his outburst was a reaction. His outburst was a reaction of his constant recommendation made by the media department over the minutes played should play. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Let me go again. He said people close to Maresca say his outburst was a reaction to the constant recommendation made by the medical department over the minutes players should play. They will sit down with Maresca 2 days before every game to detail where every individual was at. However, Chelsea sources say he, he went on to ignore instructions regarding the medical department recommendation on an individual's playing time on more than one occasion. This was a major factor. There was no emotional goodbye from Enzo Maresca in the Chelsea dressing room after a 2-2 draw with Bournemouth. Source says that the Italian got changed and left without saying a word to his player. If this is true, this is actually very, very bad. If this is true, this is not good. How can a manager act that way? So now, one source close to another senior player believed that Enzo Maresca's actions since winning the Club World Cup were were those of a man wanting to be seen more like one of his biggest idols in Guardiola and have more influence, even though he knew from day one how Chelsea's structure operated. A source close to Maresca denies this. Maresca's decision is to change his representative in October to super agent. Maresca's decision to change his representative in October to super agent Mendes was also seen as a significant step within the football community. There had there had been some outbursts which did not go down well during Enzo Maresca's tenure. Just one example of this was talking about the club needing to buy a centre back following Kowie's injury. Source says is Source says of this was a cause between both parties for a while, although it was later resolved. Because so now let's talk about this issue of Enzo Maresca departing from Chelsea. Enzo Maresca understands the system. You understand how Chelsea works. You understand what the owner wants. You understand how they want to operate. For him coming back to understand to say that eh, this that. No, let's be realistic. It's like someone telling you this is what I want. This is what I want you to do in my club. This is how I want my business to be operated for me to get to my destination. Person has seen the vision. He has programmed everything he wants. Now you coming to bring your own idea. It is good for you to bring your own ideas, but not want you should never want it to override override the idea of the owner. He knows the owners knows what they saw. They know what they are working in. They know what they want to achieve before they embark on this project. So as a manager coming up on board, you should be able to follow it. Even if you want to sell the idea to them, you have to take it time. Yes, Chelsea have five sporting directors and a group of owners. So and the blue code there are five or so that are making it 10. How do you how it won't be easy for you to convince these people. And then being Chelsea is consistent in their winning. This wouldn't have been an issue. Chelsea is not consistent in winning. That's why we keep having issues every day, going back and front, back and front, back and front, back and front, which is not helping the club grow. I believe Chelsea can do better. I believe Chelsea would have done better in this situation. Enzo Maresca would have done better in this situation because it's not going as he planned. It does not mean it will not work out. How can we be losing against Atlanta, against Manchester United? Look at the kind of the first against Manchester United when Chelsea played immediately we got a red card. You withdraw all your wingers. At that point, so some matches I'm asking myself, do these Chelsea people really want to win? Chelsea will score goal, they will equalize 1-1 against Aston Villa. It will be like Chelsea is not even playing like a team that wants to win. The players will hold the balls, just be passing the ball around within the midfield, not pressing forward. So a lot of things that we did not pay attention to as fans because we are expecting Chelsea to do better. But at this point in time, Chelsea needs to do better. Whosoever that is coming to Chelsea needs to do better because it is no longer um, for us to sign. How long do we keep going back and front? Now, in this Enzo Maresca story, now there are two sides of the story, but it hardly reflects well on this strange Chelsea project. That in the view of the club's hierarchy, Maresca wanted out, but not because he sensed which day the wind was blowing, but because they felt his head had been turned by potential opening elsewhere. Now, this is the same thing that I've been talking about, that Maresca leaving Chelsea is not enough today. And I feel since Chelsea won the Club World Cup and Maresca won the Conference League, he believes that he needs more opportunity. He needs to be seen more. And Chelsea is not giving him that chance because Chelsea is working on a project that they don't want anybody to interfere on. So any manager coming in must work in line. In- Any manager coming in must work in line with that. Now, a young team ended the last season on a really high, securing fourth place in the Premier League and then winning the Conference League and the Club World Cup. Inside Stamford Bridge, it was seen. Okay, wait, before we proceed, a Chelsea young team won the Conference League and also the Club World Cup, which was a great achievement. Even finishing the top four in Premier League, which was a great achievement. Yes, I won't lie. Compared to what we've seen in previous season, it was a very good achievement for Chelsea. Maresca now achieving all of those, he feels that it is time for him to like upgrade. He feel like he has arrived. So the issue is he wants to be seen. He wants more freedom. He wants to be given more opportunity, but it does not work that way. Even if you want it, you need to earn it. Yes, you matter. You've done well for the club, but remember you signed contract. Sometimes let's leave emotions apart. You signed a contract. You need to stick to it. So now, inside Stamford Bridge, a specul- it was seen a speculator endorsement of the Blue Coat strategy. The club sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart were rewarded with 6-year contracts as was co-director of recruitment Joe Shield and director of global recruitment Sam Jewell. Maresca's tenure lasted longer than many expected, longer than Pochettino, longer than Potter certainly, longer than Tuchel, lasted under Bluco, but it was still another appointment that fizzled out inside 18 months at a club where players and indeed sporting directors are secured to straggling long deals, but coaches are regarded as expandable. Bluco would describe themselves as strategic, working to a long-term vision that would have been that would have been aligned to the club previous regime, but it has been 3.5 years with an extraordinary amount of money lavished on an extraordinary number of players, and Chelsea are 15 points off the top of the Premier League. Hmm. Ooh, this is a whole lot. This is a whole lot. At this point, I feel the, this owner, the Blue Co, they were supposed to align their visions with that of Roman Abramovich. They cannot compare that to Blue Co are strictly business people, business-minded people. But Abramovich loves football. He loves football. That's why anything is okay. This is the way for once the coach say, "I want this player to achieve this," he gets it for him. But this our new owner, they are in for business. They are in for business. They are in for buying and selling, and it's affecting the club. So they want to buy, they want to sell. Now, Chelsea has spent billions of dollars on signing players. Now, this is halfway. We've played first half of the season, and Chelsea are 15 points um, behind Arsenal, who is at top of the Premier League. Chelsea currently sit on the fifth position after spending billions of dollars on signing players, which is not what is expected. Now, who do we blame? Now, some people complain of Maresca substitution. Understand that most of the sub Maresca do is not purely his fault because Chelsea medical team is independent. Anything they say concerning players' health is final, so the coach has to follow it. And Enzo Maresca is not buying the idea. Sometimes we say, "Hey, why you do so? Why you do so?" He has been given a mandate that you are given instruction that this player should not play so minutes. He should play so minutes. So that is what he has to follow. Palmer, for example, against Aston Villa, Palmer was not having a bad game, was having a good game, but they have to substitute him because of the instructions from the medical team. That is it. Now, if you think we could get Enzo Maresca, I'd go and get him right away. I think he's a good manager. He has won the Club World Cup and the Conference League. I watched Chelsea play and they battered Barcelona, battered Arsenal. They are a good side. I think they made a mistake. This is what Jamie Hara said about Maresca. So a whole lot have been said, a whole lot have been things. But at this point, we just need to move on. We have a game coming up tomorrow against Manchester City at Etihad. This is a game of test, a game of test to the players, a game of test to everybody. From fact, the entire Chelsea Football Club, from the owners to the directors to the fans, the backroom staff, everybody. This is a game of test, and I feel Chelsea is going to conquer. This is a game of test. They're going to test us, but I know we'll conquer. I know we are going to come out stronger. This is not the first time they're breaking our hearts. Thomas Tuchel, we all loved him. He was doing absolutely well. He needed more players. And come to think of this thing, Enzo Maresca's winning rate is over 67 or 63% compared to others. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, Enzo Maresca is the best coach this regime has ever had. On a period of less than 3 years, Chelsea have had five coaches, five coaches, which is not making sense. So let me know. Do you think Chelsea will win Manchester City tomorrow? That match, I see a draw game. I see a draw game because the player will want to prove a point. The players will want to prove a point. Though, though it will not be easy because they are going to Manchester City's home. Manchester City themselves, they have not really been a good side. Yes, they have not. Pep Guardiola is not playing that football, that possession-based football, attacking football that we know him as. Manchester City have not really been their best like they have been in previous years. Just that they found a new form, a new way to win. And the players are ready to give in their all. Likes of Haaland, Foden. So they are ready to give in their all. That is it. So it's just individual brilliance that have been keeping Manchester City. Individual brilliance have been helping Manchester City to win. The same thing that happened at Chelsea under Poch when Chelsea was not doing well. The team was not playing fine. It was Kopama who single-handedly led the team. So that is one thing we all need to understand. That game tomorrow is a game of test. It's a game of test, and I believe Chelsea is going to come out stronger. Chelsea is going to come out stronger. So we travel to Manchester City on March the 20th, and let me know what you think on your comment section. Let me know what you think on the comment section. Let me know your prediction. Do you think Chelsea will survive this, or do you think otherwise? This game is going to be very, very difficult to go hard as swing. But anyway, we are here. We are here already, and I know we will still come out of this. This is not the first time they are sacking a manager that we love. This is not the first time that we're sacking a manager that we love. Omo, this one pain me go. Make I no lie. Make I no lie. I no lie. This one pain me. I no lie. Ah, because take a look at this percentage. Now, Sari, Sari had 62% winning rate. Avan Grant had 67. Antonio Conte had 65. Ancelotti has 61. Tuchel has 60. Maresca has 60% winning rate. Under Enzo Maresca's Chelsea, average 1.74 points per game in the Premier League, among managers with 30 plus league games in charge of the club in 21st century. Only Frank Lampard 1.52 and Pochettino 1.66 have a lower rate. Hmm. That should let you know that Maresca did not do bad. He did well. Remember, he was not given the chance to sign the players that he wants. But in all, I believe Chelsea will bounce back. And let us get this fact right. Enzo Maresca was not sacked. They parted ways because the both parties did not agree. So Enzo Maresca was not sacked. They parted ways. That's why some of his benefits he abandoned it. So Chelsea owner will not be paying much. Chelsea owner will not be paying much. Now to be head coach at Chelsea, top level experience and proven track record are not expired. That's just it. If you want to become Chelsea manager, you don't need top level experience. You don't need to have a track record. All they just want is a manager that will say, yes, yes, do this, yes, sir. Do this, yes, sir. That's what Chelsea wants. So you don't need a top level experience. You just need to be a manager. That's just it. So Chelsea fans, don't expect any magic. The only thing you're praying for is miracle. Just the same way miracle happened, but I cannot judge a coach until he arrives. Yes, just the way Enzo Maresca arrived at Chelsea, nobody believed that he will pull up that. Nobody believed that Chelsea will win the Conference League. Even going to the Club World Cup, nobody believed that Chelsea is going to win the Club World Cup. But Enzo Maresca came in and proved everybody wrong. So Enzo Maresca, kudos to you, kudos to Enzo Maresca, and it still breaks my heart. So that's ah no. Now let's look at the amount that have been spent since May 2002. Sorry, since May 2022 that this owner took over. Bournemouth has spent £162 million. West Ham spent £252 million. Man City spent £301 million. Newcastle spent £312 million. Northern Forest £315 million. Liverpool £373 million. Tottenham £506 million. Arsenal £553 million. Man United £574 million. And Chelsea £687 million. And Chelsea are this place. What kind of project is that? When you talk about future, you need to address the present too, because the present matters. All these young talents Chelsea that are signing, they are good. They are very, very good. They are very, very good. But there is a but. You know why I say there is a but? Chelsea need an experienced player. Chelsea need a player that will guide them on the pitch. Remember, the coach is not on the pitch. The coach job is off the pitch. So that when Chelsea need an experienced player in within the team. When Thiago Silva was at Chelsea, you see that Champions League winning season. You saw how composed the players are. You saw how composed Chelsea players are always whenever they're on the pitch, because there's an experienced player there guiding them. So the experienced players are needed. I just it's even up to now, same. There's no news that Chelsea is want to sign anybody. Talking about coach. At this point, everybody will be fine. Thank you for watching this video. Hope to see you tomorrow morning.